Hello again, we're looking at Visual Basic Express. Last time we had a look at a simple loop. I said I'd carry on and look at logic. So this is going to be a new project. I'll put in the same loop that we had last time, but we're using Windows Forms application. This is going to be called Loops and Logic. And logic is where we can say that the program flow goes one way or another depending on what values we've got. So as I said last time, I like to pin that in place. I'm going to go to Common Controls, just add a button on and a text box. I'm going to be a bit naughty this time. I'm not going to bother actually renaming things. So button 1, I'll put some code behind that. What we had last time was dim num as integer for num equals 1 to 10. Text box 1 dot append text C-strip of num. Now you'll remember that last time I also said that there may be better ways of using conversions. I actually did some experiments and I'll do a video about that. C-string and toString work out about the same in terms of speed. It's worth knowing, and I'll explore it later, whether we can redefine the toString method. C-string is a built-in, so we can't redefine that. So this is what we had last time, and just to remind you, if I run that, what happens there is I press the button 1 and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 all in one text box. Because I prefer to see the separate numbers on separate lines, I'm going to go back in and do this again and make it a multi-line control, and that's resized. So just to prove the point, that now runs and we get them come out separately. But the new code that we want to put in this week is to change this slightly so that we can see whether a number is divisible by 3 or not. So we're going to list the numbers which are divisible by 3. We can do that using the mod function. Mod takes the remainder. So when we divide a number by 3, if the remainder is 0, then we will do the next action, which is going to be our printing it to the screen. And we can have an else statement, and in this case we're going to say text box 1 dot append text, and just a marker basically, which I'm using asterisk. So, didn't want a comma there, we wanted an ampersand. You'll notice that it was underlined. It tells us what the error was. It says there are too many arguments to public sub append text, and that just tells me that I've got to go back. Keep an eye out for when there's underlined things on the screen. You can also see down here in the error list, if I just take that back out again, replace that with a comma, you'll see that comes up with the error here. And it really is a very quick shortcut. You can come down here, you double click on that. It takes you to the relevant place in the code, and it's much easier to spot how to fix things when you look at the error list. So anyway, we'll run this now, and when we do this, we should see that it goes star star 3 star star 6, a bit like playing FizzBuzz. And that is the basis of a FizzBuzz algorithm if you wanted to do it, but you'd have to think more carefully about how the things go. If you don't know what FizzBuzz is, it's a fun party game, and you should look it up or play it sometime. Okay, so that's the very basics. What we can do as well is look at other types of case statements. This basic if is the standard, I suppose, way of controlling which piece of code gets run. If the condition here holds, then we do the first thing. Otherwise, else, we do the next thing. and the end if just ties it off so that we know that that's a complete construct. So that is a quick one. Go and play with if statements and have a think about how you might do an extra level if you wanted to check to see if it was divisible by 5 as well. So that you're checking for those which are divisible by 3, those divisible by 5, and those which are divisible by 3 and 5, and have a play with it.